guys, it's Becca. I got back last week from a week-long vacation in Kauai, Hawaii, if you've never been. And that gave me a really good opportunity to use some of the techniques that I laid out in my last video about how to get back on track after you've taken a little break from drawing. When I vacation with my family, I usually don't draw just because it's really important to me to spend quality time with my family when I have that opportunity. But it is always a little tough to get back on track once I return home. So unsurprisingly, after a week of vacation, I was not really feeling it when I got back home. And that's true not just for drawing, but really for anything. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but whenever I kind of fall out of my routine, it's really hard for me to get back, even with cooking or exercise or drawing or what have you. It's always difficult to get back on track. So I use some of my own techniques, and like I said last week, there's a few things I really try to do. The first thing is get back on a schedule. So set my alarm clock for 6 a.m. Oh, so painful. 6 a.m. and I drew for 2 hours every day when I got back. And I also jumped right back into the Proko anatomy lessons that I'd taken a little bit of a break from because I felt like I really needed that structure. And like I said in my last video, it's much easier for me when I don't have to make any decisions. So it's hard enough to get back on track. If you can have somebody tell you exactly what exercises you need to be doing, that makes it so much easier. The first couple days were admittedly predictably rough, but after that I was feeling a lot better. It's crazy, just for me, having a routine improves my mental health so much, and it makes me feel much more excited about what I'm doing, about my drawing work, about my regular work, about everything. So after a couple days of kind of sticking to my routine, I'm feeling very, very good about my life, which is awesome. So in terms of the actual particulars, I was working on the ab muscles this week, which were really tricky. I was surprised at how hard they were to draw. I think I have much more practice now drawing things that are more constructive, things that have clear edges, things that are really geometric shape based. And the abs vary so much on every individual. Different people have different numbers of abs, apparently. Learn something new every day. And obviously with people who are less muscular, you can sometimes see very little of the abs. So it was tricky. I found that when I was looking at a model of the ab muscles, I could see everything, but then when I went to look at a photo reference, I was having a really hard time figuring out where things started and where things ended. There was definitely some improvement. The first few were absolutely awful, but towards the end I was getting it a little bit. My inclination is to do these exercises again because I always have that sort of desire to perfectly understand things before I move on. But I think at this point, I'm going to try and go through the rest of the sort of torso muscles because the abs are so intertwined with so many different muscle sets. I think that getting a basic idea of all of them will be a good place to start instead of trying to just understand the abs in isolation because, as we know, muscles don't work in isolation. So I'm back on track. I will see you guys next week with some more muscle drawings. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.